Hey guys. Sorry I haven't uploaded in like, what was it, like 4 or 5 days? 3 days? I forget. But, hopefully you guys had a good Halloween. I mean, I don't know if you guys celebrate it anymore. I don't know. I don't. But, hopefully you guys did something. Went to like a attraction, went to like a corn maze, whatever. But, let's get to the video. So, today, and sorry if you hear like wind, it's kind of windy out. But today, I'm going to be talking about nostalgia. It's a very, weird video that I'm uploading, because I mean, I only really upload story times or like, just random videos, but it's a random video. So, nostalgia is a very it's a very talked about topic, because it's like, people want to go back to their childhood, so it's like, sorry if I'm squinting, but the sun's out. But like, nostalgia is very, like, I miss my childhood and stuff, so like, some of the things I remember are like, you remember those like little beans? I forget what they were called, but like, they were like beans, and like, they would like, they had like magnets or like whatever in them, and they would roll. I forget the name of them. I like just remember the name of them like not that long ago, but no, I don't. For Mighty Beans, there we go. Mighty Beans, yeah, that's what they were called. That was like, I remember I had a bunch of those, and like those were like one of my favorite toys when I was younger to like play with, or those were like great. But another thing was Mash'ems. I don't know if you had them before, but they were these little, I think they were they? I think, yeah. These were like these little things, and like they were little small things of like characters of like an IP of like SpongeBob or whatever. They were really small, but you'd get them from like mystery things. And I remember they would even like have sets for them, so you can like put them on there, and you could like put them on your like shelf or whatever, and there would be like a set, like a movie set. Like, there was like one for Spider-Man, or like one for like SpongeBob, probably. I don't know if there was, but because I only had one for Spider-Man. But yeah, those were very, I remember those. I remember Squish'ems. Are they called Squish'ems? Because I'm getting I think they were called, but there's like these little things and like big arms, and then like this little small body, and like you could squish them, and they had like this jelly inside. Or I don't know about jelly. Oh gosh, my hair. Sorry. But yeah, I remember those. Those were very. The only thing about those that those stinked, or stunk. Yeah, sorry. I'm tired. I don't know why I just said stunk. But yeah, those didn't smell good, but they were fun. You had to like wash your hands after you like played. After you're done like playing, using them, squishing them, whatever. Those were really fun though. Those were like, I had a bunch of those. Another thing was, I had like a bunch of like Godzilla toys. Like, I had like really small ones, or not small ones, maybe about that big, and I had like huge ones. Or like, not huge ones. No, not huge. I'd probably like say like probably about like that big. Or maybe even the size of like, a water bottle, even like that. I don't know. But they're like pretty decent sized like action figures, would you call them? I don't know. But I had a bunch of those. I think I still have them like in my garage somewhere. I don't know. I think they're in the garage. But yeah, those I used to play with a bunch when I was younger. Because I still am into Godzilla to this day. But yeah, those were fun. What other things? Skylanders. I know a lot of people like Skylanders. I had a bunch of Skylanders. Those were fun. The only thing about them was that you could really only use them for the game, and then like you couldn't really play with them. I did sometimes, but like the reason why you couldn't really play with them is that they had that base, and you couldn't like move them around, like move their arms or whatever. So it kind of sucked. So you could only really use them in the game. Besides that, you couldn't really use them as like an action figure. So those were fun. Just for the game, really only. That's like I said. What else? Pokemon cards. Obviously, Pokemon cards are really popular now again, and ever since like they just blown up. All of a sudden, stupid scalpers. That sucks. That sucks a lot. That's been happening. I feel bad because I don't really buy them anymore. I mean, I have a lot of rare Pokemon cards from before 2017. I bought some last year. So I have some from last year, some EXs and whatever, some full arts, and then I have some from before 2017 or even 2018 to 2012 or 2013. Those are rare cards too. I have. That if I don't think they're PSA 10, but if they were to be, they the one would be worth $800. It's the shiny Mega Charizard, that Mega Charizard Y or X, the blue one. The black with the blue flames, that Charizard. That one is probably my most expensive card if it were a PSA 10, but I doubt it because it's I've had that card for a while and it probably was not in a sleeve for a while until recently. Not recently, but probably I put that in a sleeve maybe 2019. I don't know, but yeah. Another thing I do remember is what else? I'm trying to think of what else. Let me slap in my arm. I'm not doing anything weird. Do you guys remember, Bubbles, obviously. Everybody played Bubbles when they were younger. I don't even know about now, because it's all about technology with kids and everything. That's all they use, the iPad, iPad kids, and then, yeah. But, what else? I'm trying to think of, one more thing, maybe a couple more things. But, nostalgia is, such a, interesting thing, because it's, your brain, it's, you remember it from your childhood, you want to go back, but it sucks because, you never can. And I wish that, hold on, let me get a drink. But you can never go back in time, and it they could bring it back, but it really probably isn't the same. It's just that time in life was just, especially your childhood, was the best time of everybody's life, and wish you can go back, but the only thing I think of is that if everything were to change back, but it never would, because everything's gone kind of corporate, the McDonald's, even I haven't talked about that, but the McDonald's, all the restaurants, fast foods were colorful, but now they're all the gray boxes. There's only a few that are interesting. It's really sad what's been happening with just life in general. I don't know, and really nothing's been, I don't know. But I will probably end this video off. I know, I would want to make longer videos, but I don't know what else to talk about. What the heck? There was a flying Snickers wrapper that passed by me. That was weird. And I said Snickers. I don't want you to think I said the other word, but that was weird. But yeah, I would want to make longer videos, but I don't know what else to talk about. I'd want to do gaming videos, but I don't know. Well, I'll see you guys later. I'll probably upload soon, but see ya. Peace out.